That was a pretty good take. I thought I was going to lose it at the end. I gotta do this one fast. My battery's dying. So, Fairies Wear Boots. Or, to be technical, Jack the Stripper. And then Fairies Wear Boots. I talked about this before. Where some of the early Sabbath albums... Sorry if I'm talking loud. Everything's so loud in here. I feel like I'm shouting. I talked about how in the early years, the first, I think it was like the first, I think it was from Black Sabbath's debut album to Volume 4, their fourth album. They would, either the record company, or it was the record company's idea, or it was Black Sabbath's idea to take the songs and to have two different titles and to make it look like that there were more track listings. For example, we know the song as Fairies Wear Boots, but if you look on the back of the album, it looks like there's more songs, and they have Fairies Wear Boots broken up into two different sections. First section with the intro. They have that as Jack the Stripper, and then when it goes into they have it. That's where Fairies Wear Boots starts, but it's kind of goofy. It's the same thing, but I just wanted to get into it and give you the little background history of it. And they like, again, they did that on the debut album where they had like the third song. They had like 2 or 3 different songs as listed as one. Which kind of is a cool idea because it sounds like you're getting more out of the album because you're thinking that it's going into like a Black Sabbath medley. But really, they would have, like, for example, the debut album, they would have 2 or 3 songs on just one track. So it would sound like a medley. It would sound like a big long jam. And they kind of have the track listings like that on Paranoid, Master of Reality, and Volume 4. So, and even to prove it, there you go, they have Jack the Stripper in the intro written, you can see it, and then after the drum breaks where it goes into power chords, bam bam, bam bam, then the bam bam bam, you know, and it goes into Fairies Wear Boots with a slight shuffle. Watch out for that Jack the Stripper. He's out there. So here you go. It's the Paranoid album. Check out my War Pigs video for more about the unboxing of the Super Deluxe box set that I bought. I did an unboxing video and a very first rough take of War Pigs. Right on the spot. So it's that plus the unboxing all in one video. I was almost going to delete the video, but because it was my first unboxing video of something really special, I decided to keep the take because you can't recreate the unboxing part because it's like live. So I thought that was kind of cool to have it in the video. There's the deluxe edition of the album. Paranoid, released in September 1970 in the UK. And released in January 1971 in the United States of America. I like that. That's my favorite picture. I love that picture right here. That was actually used for one of the LPs. forget where, but I'll tell you because it's in the Super Deluxe. It tells you in the book. There's the master tapes, if you could see it without the glare. Got a lot of pictures here to show. One of my favorite, probably everybody's favorite Black Sabbath album. A lot of hits on here. Probably their #1 selling album. Has to be. Prove me wrong. There's the booklet inside. It says up here the photo was taken January '71 for the Paranoid Tour program. Different single covers. Alright. A lot of great pictures. Boys, the men. I like that too. Those were 1973 releases of the single Paranoid. Obviously, it has the Volume 4 look to it. That came out a little later by Vertigo Records. 72, actually. These are 72. Australia on top and Portuguese, I guess, on the bottom. That's how you pronounce it. Portugal. Pretty cool. Different singles. The bonus disc on the deluxe edition, the 2016 deluxe edition right here, is the bonus disc that comes with this deluxe edition. Are instrumental takes, alternative versions, and I think outtakes too. Different lyrics on some of the, like Planet Caravan. There's different lyrics. Again, at Regent Sound Studios, recorded in June. Not long after their debut album came out in the US, which is pretty cool. And there's the deluxe edition. Comes with a couple live shows, Montrex and the Brussels in late 1970. And you open the box, the black box of doom up, the hand of doom. This actually caught me by surprise. After I did the unboxing, like hours later, I had the box laying out like this, and I saw this staring at me inside the box. I thought that was kind of cool. It's the alternative Paranoid cover. So here's the quadraphonic 1974 mix by Warner Brothers. This was this is the 1974 version of the album. The album came out again in September 70 and January 71, but this is a 1974 version, so it's mixed differently. It's a quadraphonic mix, and we're probably gonna do. I'm getting through this stuff fairly quick, and I didn't think I was gonna do this, but I think I'm gonna do not just the studio versions and the sorry, turn that off. Not just the studio versions and the outtakes and the alternative versions, but I think I'm going to do the quadraphonic stereo sound too. Try to get some different sounds on the guitar, different versions of the songs. just so you guys have something else to watch on the channel rather than just the boring regular studio versions that we all know. So this is the quadraphonic version. It's probably going to sound kind of like chorusy sounding, I'm assuming, if that makes sense. It's going to have some kind of layer of mix over it. It's going to sound kind of psychedelic if you listen to this version, which is pretty cool. I haven't heard this yet. I'll have to sit down, have a couple beers, and listen to it, because it'll probably be really cool. Here's the 2012 remaster version of the album. This is a 4 CD box set, a poster. The Paranoid 1971 tour program is in here, and this Bible-looking book of Doom, hardcover, 61-page book, and I love this photo. Right when you open it up, boom, look at that. Regent Sound Studios, Ozzy singing his heart out, his iron heart out, and Tony sitting there working out his power chords and his riffs on his white SG Custom here at Regent Sound. Also, by the way, forgot to say, the pictures like this, for example, from this day. This was either June 16th or June 17th, 1970. The pictures we have is with Tony Iommi playing the white SG. I'm using my red SG. So we're going to do some versions with the red SG I have, and we're going to do some versions with the white SG that I have that you've seen in other videos, just to try to recreate the sound and the the look and the presentation of the video. But right now I'm using the red SG. Some cool pictures in here. Paranoid, different newspaper articles about the band. A lot of controversy over their album, their debut album release, and their new album, Paranoid, at the time, because people are saying they're Antichrist, singing about sex, drugs, rock and roll, and Vietnam War, and nuclear, atomic bomb, warfare and stuff. So a lot of controversy, but that's what made Sabbath, in my opinion, such a good band, because they were singing about things that were a little more realistic in this kind of crazy world that we live in. By the way, this picture right here, this Paranoid picture over there on your left, is a Japanese 1970 album release cover. They all had slightly different covers, different font colors. Some of them just had totally different pictures on the albums, which was kind of cool. Depending where you're at in the world, you can go out there and collect every copy of the Paranoid album with every single different cover. It's so cool just to have that. It's really neat. Here you go. Here's a news article. The most disturbing trend for years. A new and disturbing aspect has entered pop of the black magic cult. That's a bunch of nonsense. These people need to get educated on good rock and roll, good music. Not just rock and roll, but I mean, it really is good music. These guys are great musicians. Trying to show some pictures I haven't showed you guys yet, so it's not a repeat. Top 30 albums. There you go. I got Led Zeppelin 2 up there. Black Sabbath. 22. Top 30 albums. So their debut looks like it was in 22nd place. Led Zeppelin 2 at the time was in second or third place. Wow. Trying to see if I recognize any of these other. The Best of Cream, 26th place. I have that album as well, The Best of Cream. Rolling Stones' Let It Bleed album, 14th place. Assuming this was 1970, 71. Led Zeppelin 2 came out in 69, so this probably is about 70, 71, this chart rating right here at the time. Obviously, those numbers are probably different today. 1970, the year of black magic. That's pretty cool. A lot of the covers I'm doing, a lot of the bands and artist projects I'm doing, I'm like stuck in a time machine of 1970, if you notice. Favorite picture, Regent Sound Studios. Working out the songs for Paranoid. That picture was either taken in June 16th or June 17th, 1970. I mean, that picture is awesome because that's them at work. That's them figuring out, hey, I'm going to do this. I'm going to add a little delay on Fairies Wear Boots. I don't know, whatever they were talking about. That's pretty cool. There you go. There's the Swiss Club LP by Vertigo Records, 1970. It's my favorite one. There you go. I like that cover. This one right here is Japanese single cover. I'm guessing that's a single. Yeah, that's Paranoid and the Wizard. And this one over here looks like it is Paranoid. There's some different single covers. Australian, Portuguese 73. Right here. It's the Volume 4 covers. Again, I talked about this before. The album was originally supposed to be called War Pigs. That's why it has a picture of this scary looking monster with the sword. And then they changed it. Some versions have just the man, looks like a warrior. But they're not allowed to use that title on an album cover because everything was so politically incorrect back then. Still is today, which is ridiculous. People just take things and twist it around. But a lot of the songs about with Black Sabbath was that, for example, like Hand of Doom, it was supposed to be against warfare and drugs or heroin, what they were singing about, because it was such a problem back then. But people took the idea and heard the music and misunderstood it, and thinking that they were trying to get people to do drugs or participate in warfare, but in a violent way, or protest in a violent way, but which is the sad thing. But Black Sabbath was really just trying to express about these things going on in the world at the time, that they were against all that stuff. This is pretty cool. This is a totally different cover, but this is the Paranoid album in Brazil LP. That's what the cover looked like. That's really cool. I don't want to waste too much time already going into it. These videos are really long. Again, I got a lot of stuff I'm covering here. Wanted to do something special. It's definitely a favorite. Here's the 1971 tour book for the Paranoid tour. There's a Vertigo Records advertisement for their debut album, Paranoid. There's Ozzy. January 71 picture. Photo shoots. Geezer Butler. Single Wise Iron Man by Black Sabbath is the people's choice. Also has their tour dates in here where they're playing at. I don't see Philadelphia, Pennsylvania on here. Maybe they didn't tour here that year. I don't know. And you'll see the poster 100 times when I start doing the drum videos, because I'm going to put it behind the kit, which will look really cool when I start doing the drums. Thanks again, guys. SG Special 2020 Gibson Epiphone. Check out the description for more information about the song, the band, the gear I'm using, and a little more about the history of the album and the title and all that. So thanks again. Please subscribe to the channel. I'm going to end it on the Paranoid shirt. Yeah, subscribe to the channel. If you know anyone who likes rock and roll, want to be entertained, I'm just trying to keep the whole old school rock and roll thing alive. And I just enjoy playing. At least I have some people subscribing to the channel and checking it out. So thanks again. Thank you. All copyrights of Black Sabbath. It's just entertainment. Thanks, guys.